Create an inward journey today. Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, today, to create an inward journey, we can investigate on our speaking side. We can ask ourselves, why do I need to speak? Where is this urge coming from? Notice we speak all the time, isn't it? We speak with the stranger, we speak with our friends, we speak with our families, we speak even with our enemies. Speaking is fun. Speaking helps us to make things better. We learn from the world, and also, we share with the world through speaking. Okay? So it makes it possible. However, when it comes to spiritual enlightenment, being free from the mind, free from the fear, we have to investigate, on the speaking side. Speaking simply is about putting our mind, into the world, or even, speaking with ourselves. We are putting the ideas. We're speaking our minds, isn't it? We're speaking, putting out our experience. That's what we're doing. But notice when we speak, also, we're not just making the connection with the world, we're also creating a conflict from the speaking. Especially when our speaking is coming from the place of preference, and when we put that out in the world, when the preference don't match, it creates a conflict. And from that conflict, we tend to create further internal dialogue in ourselves. We talk to ourselves, and most of the time, we just get caught up in that drama. So, because of the speaking, we have already created drama, right, for ourselves. And to get out of that drama, it's good to investigate, on the speaking itself, the urge to speak. So, why do we need to speak? Where is this urge coming from? So this simple inquiry is going to help us to see the deeper reason behind our act of speaking. Normally, we just speak from our experience, right? But when we start to investigate the reason behind, we will surprise ourselves, surprise ourselves by seeing, the reason behind the speaking, which we, don't see until we do the inquiry. So, especially when it comes to, again, being free from the mind, we have to investigate on this side. Because, journey is about dissolving the mind. The real journey, the spiritual journey, is about dissolving the mind and becoming, nobody. Taking out the layers so we can see the truth and let go the ego act. Letting go of the drama, the conflict, the fear. It's about that. Becoming nobody is our strength, because that is where we anchor in awareness rather than in a mind game. So for that reason, it's important to investigate on, on figuring out the urge to speak. What's the reason behind this act? You know, it is important. You know, we can use any situation in our lives to return back to see the truth. And speaking, connects with the emotional realm within. We speak out from the place of emotion. So looking at the act of speaking will help us to see the emotional entanglement in us, and to be free from the mind. We do have to go through that emotional phase. The urge to talk is coming from the emotional realm within, which we have created and which we are anchor. So reversing the mind is the way to untangle ourselves. And I invite you to look into your speaking side, the urge to speak. Where is this urge to speak coming from? So this will help you to see the root. And remember that to be free from the mind, you have to uproot the root as well. Once you see the root, that root itself is the emotional, the subtle qualities that we have made as a base to move, and that base has to go as well by reversing on that base. Basically, that base itself is the mind. You have to keep tracing it back until nothing is left, and that is the way to anchor in awareness. Anyway, hope this video makes sense, and I hope you're enjoying the tracing back work. Keep going, and eventually you will set yourself free from the mind for good. Anyway, take care for now. See you in the next video. Bye.